Hello everyone, I am Shaima Al-Husseini. I'm the Managing Director of the Saudi Sports for All Federation. First of all, I'd like to thank the Sport Integrity Global Alliance for arranging this summit on female leadership in sports, not only shedding the light of the importance of female leadership in sport, but also shedding the light of the importance of diversity inclusiveness within the sports sector. Please first allow me to give you a brief about the Saudi Sports for All Federation, our vision, our mission, our beliefs, and our goals. So in the Saudi Sports for All Federation, we aim to inspire and promote a healthy lifestyle to all members of the society. So not only are we diverse and inclusive when it comes to females in sports, but we also shed the light of the importance of well-being through all segments of society. So we focus on females, males, youth, seniors, Saudis, non-Saudis, and even the physically disabled. So all our programs are completely diverse and inclusive and have accessibility to all segments of the society. Our focus in the Saudi Sports for All Federation is to impact behavioral change, and we focus a lot on the mindset shift. And the reason is we want to make physical activity a part of everyday life and to actually cover all segments of society while doing that. So we want to ensure that people are physically disabled throughout their stages of life, from the youth till the young adult, till the adult, till the older adult. And we are directly responsible to increase physical activity from 13% to 40% across the whole population in Saudi Arabia, which is one of the most important 2030 goals and initiatives. So more specifically, we are focused on ensuring that we create opportunities for everyone. And regardless of their background, their gender, their capability, or their age, we aim to provide something for everyone in the community. So our values not only include diversity and inclusion, but also empowerment. So in SFA, we are all advocated to empower the whole community, and specifically we focus a lot on women. And the reason is because the United Nations has adopted resolutions around sports being an enabler of sustainable development. So we try to get the whole community physically active, even through the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown. So an example of that is we created a campaign during the COVID-19 pandemic called Betek Nadik, or Your Home, Your Gym. And what we try to do is get the whole family active in their own home. So we promoted physical activity even like in small spaces, even using equipment laying around in your house, such as water bottles, chairs, anything that you have available in your home, and how actually you can be physically active for the whole family. So we did mommy and me exercises, we did exercises for the individual, for people who are not even fit enough to do high strength exercises, and showed people that you can be physically active in your home. And this campaign was actually very successful, that we actually had access to 3.8 million people in their homes by the end of May 2020, from the start of the lockdown in Saudi Arabia. And this actually encouraged us to create more campaigns for people in their homes and see how people can be physically active. So we have data and insight that shows us that 24% of the Saudi community are gamers or interested in e-gaming, which is almost a quarter of the population. So not only did we focus on getting actives and semi-actives more physically active, but we also focused on the non-actives as well, because we wanted people to be healthier and happier throughout the pandemic, and our focus on mental health as well, and not just physical activity. So we created a campaign called Move to Game. So Move to Game is targeted for gamers in Saudi Arabia. In order for you to participate in e-gaming or esports, you have to walk 5,000 steps. And then for you to go to the next level, you have to do another physical activity challenge, and so on. So this campaign was very successful, that we attracted more than 151,000 participants in this campaign. And we have collected more than 10 billion steps, which we actually donated 1 billion to the WHO. So while ensuring to launch dedicated programs for women, we also launched a program called Women's Fitness Festival. So it was a 3-day online festival that included multiple things: seminars, cooking classes, mommy and me exercises, and even meditation and quiet exercises that a female can do alone to be secluded and to focus on her own well-being and on her own health. So it included multiple workout sessions, and we kept the content online as well. So for any female who was so interested in this uh, festival, to go back online, to log on YouTube and to actually go through the workout sessions or the cooking exercises whenever she feels comfortable. And this actually strengthened our digital existence. So it helped us to create even a kids corner on our website to ensure that because kids are not in school anymore, or because they're being schooled online, to actually have physical activity exercises which they can follow very simply at home. And this led to the kids summer camp, which was also virtual and online. So we found that having virtual programs during the pandemic was actually very successful because people wanted to be physically active throughout the pandemic, and they want, especially with kids sitting in front of the screens for 3 to 6 hours a day, they were looking for something that's interactive, something that's fun, something that helps them to be physically active at home. After the pandemic resolved and things got back to normal or started to get back to normal in Saudi, we decided to launch the first ever women's football league in Saudi. So on the community level, because football is the number one sport in Saudi Arabia, and it has been targeted for males for a very long time. We had female teams create or start to create throughout the community, but they had no proper coaching, no proper locations. And what we wanted to do is not only create a league, but also to legalize it. So we wanted to create a platform to organize registration instead of having teams aligned through WhatsApp. So everyone knows exactly where the teams exist within Saudi Arabia, which city, and it's easier for teams to align with other teams or compete. We also opened registration for individuals. So we have some girls who are interested in football, yet they do not have a team or a proper coach. So in the Saudi Sports for All Federation, we provided coaches, we provided referees. So we wanted to look at the female football league as a whole project that we wanted to create and create GDPs, job creation, workforce, and legalize the league in a whole and cover all aspects of the league through females. So not only do we want female players, we want female referees, we want female coaches, we want female volunteers and organizers for this league. So we collected the team individuals and created teams from the individuals as well. So the total participation was 24 teams, along with which 24 teams created from 600 players in 3 different cities, and they are all females 17 years old and older. And hopefully by next year we will expand to more cities, more teams, more players, and hopefully within the next couple of years we will be hosting regional games, whether it's GCC or MENA or even Go Global. So when it comes to female sports or sports in general, in order for you to participate globally or to be a pro athlete, the percentage is very, very small. So we wanted to show people that you can actually tap into the nation pride when it comes to sports and participate globally in a community level. And the chances of them actually doing that is way higher than a pro sport athlete. So one of the chances that we participated globally was the Global Goals World Cup, one of the UN initiatives. So we wanted to participate in that specifically because of the messaging behind it. So Global Goals World Cup supports the UN's SDGs, which is the Sustainable Development Goals. So we wanted to link sports with a very encouraging messaging that the whole nation, as Saudi Arabia, is committed to, such as the UN SDGs. So we participated for the first time in Europe because we want to be eligible to go to the final games in the UN Assembly in New York, and we won second place. And the team was able to compete in the UN General Assembly in the final game and win second place as well. And actually, that led to the opportunity of us hosting the game, which we will hopefully this year in 2021. We already have more than 40 teams registered with us right now, so we can see the impact that leads on from program to program. So we started with a community league with a women football league with 24 teams, and now just months away, we have more than 40 teams to participate in the Global Goals World Cup. So moreover, the campaigns and the leagues and the digitalization behind it caused us to focus a lot on our digital transformation strategy. So, which empowers all members of society, because digitally you can reach anywhere in the kingdom, any city, any region, even the small areas in the kingdom. It's very easy to reach them digitally and to create opportunities even digitally and allow people to be physically active just with the press of a button. So we focused a lot on our digital growth. So we launched our app in July 2020, and it allows users to find and create their own community sports groups, to join other community sports groups, to do individual challenges with their friends or with their families, to attend multiple sports events, and many more benefits such as gamification, leadership board, and we can see people being more physically active once they compete in these challenges. Um, so as a result, so far we have more than 15,000 users registered just in the last 6 months, and all of this has been just organically. We're promoting a campaign very soon to get more people to register in our application, and we are proud to say that within this digital transformation, we increased community sports groups more than 50% just in the last 6 months. And we're very proud to say that 45% of these groups have female members. So, women participation in Saudi Arabia increased massively in the last couple of years. And the obstacle of a social barrier also decreased massively in the last couple of years. So in 2015, only 8% of Saudi females were physically active. In 2019, the numbers increased to 19% of Saudi females being physically active. Also, if we look at obstacles and barriers and why people were not physically active, in 2015, we asked females, what is the biggest obstacle or barrier for Saudi females to not be physically active? And 18% replied that it's a social barrier. In 2019, we did the same survey and repeated the same question, and only 1% of these females said that a social barrier were the reason they were not physically active. So we're very proud of where we were and where we have achieved. So I'd like to quote Princess Rima bint Bandar, our previous president of the Saudi Sports for All Federation, that even though we started very late and grassroots or mass participation sport started in 2015, yet our turnaround is very fast, that we actually have reached now a level we can actually compare ourselves to global countries which have started years before us. Lastly, our brand stands for Sports for All, and everyone in Sports for All has the opportunity to have sports and be physically active as part of their daily lifestyle in the kingdom. Finally, I would like to thank SIGA on hosting this summit, and for my fellow colleagues, speakers, and panelists for their efforts, and for everyone who turned in for the summit. On behalf of the Saudi Sports for All Federation, we wish everyone all the success in their endeavors. Stay safe and take care. Thank you.